Hello, my lovely witches, and welcome to this little pictorial grimoire flip through. I've called this grimoire Medieval Magick. I've been continuing my delving and research into medieval magic, alchemy, even some of the Renaissance, depending on where you are in the world and how you say it, concepts with magic, and decided I wanted to do a little purely art pictorial exploration of these themes. So welcome to Medieval Magick. It's bound with the cover of a book that I had from the op shop on dragons, obviously. And yeah, let's just get into it. I don't know that I'm going to have a lot to say during this because it's all just collage. That's all it is. It's just me collaging bits and pieces from art books and printables and stamping and stuff. Lots from La Green Witch, naturally. Stamps of my own. Things from books. This was from a calendar I bought. This was a page from another book on dragons. These I found in my parents' bits and bobs. A whole lot of these beautiful postcards that were printed in the 1970s. All of medieval art, or mostly of medieval art. And wanted, again, I've put some in some frames, but I wanted somewhere to sort of keep others and chose to put them in the book. This is ephemera from an ephemera pack from Megan. Little unicorn, medieval unicorn stickers I bought from Etsy. This is another one of those postcards. This was from the original book of dragons. As was this illustration. More of the postcards. And I actually also found a book all about Turkish rugs. And I didn't really want to keep the book about rugs because what am I going to do with that? But the rug patterns were so beautiful. So I decided to just cut out all the pictures of the rugs and use them as backgrounds in collage work. So you'll see a few of those in this book. Another illustration from the original book. This is from one of those collage ephemera books you can buy on Amazon, all about alchemy. One of my favorites. I've actually ended up buying 2 copies of it. More of those postcards, more ephemera of both stamping from La Green Witch stamps and my own. This sassy mandrake. Love. My own slightly less sassy mandrake. Oh, this is gorgeous. My dear friend Olga, I will link their witchy Instagram below. Oh, sent me some beautiful screen prints that she'd done when she was at university. It's really bizarre. Olga and I have not met in person, but we basically share a very similar timeline and just coincidences everywhere. And we were both at art school at the same time. Not the same art school, but we're both the same age, and we were at art school at the same time. And she's actually ordered quite a lot of beautiful art pieces from me through my shop, and I've also sent her bits and bobs, and she sent me some of her beautiful work and said, do what you like with it. I don't mind if you chop it up and put it in art. So I took her at her word. Hi Olga, hope you don't mind. And used this part of this stunning screen print in my book, and I've used other pieces here and there as well. So thank you, Olga. This is more from that ephemera book. Another of the postcards. Oh, scrummy. So pretty. This is a piece from, where the page fold was. A piece of a rug from the rug book. Smaller green witch. You probably recognise her style by now. I love this postcard so much. And it actually came, gosh, it came in an order, I think, or it might have even been, I think it was something I was gifted to share on social media or on my Instagram many years ago. But I kept this postcard because it's so beautiful. This is just me having fun and exploring the themes of the time and time period and elements and thoughts. This piece, I think, came from a downloadable printable by Lucy Perrier. More rugs. More La Green Witch. This was me. I had these round watercolour pieces that I thought would make good sort of moon faces. That was from another postcard, but I actually cut her out. Another of these postcards. Oh, scrumptious. My original plan with this book was that I was actually going to put in quotes, specifically Shakespearean quotes. But in the end, I just liked it as it was. As I was working through it, I sort of felt that I didn't want to add text or words. I didn't want to add that different layer of meaning to what I was creating. So I didn't. Sometimes a book tells you what it wants to be. Another of these gorgeous postcards. I just love them. This is ripped. It obviously was a little bit too tight. I love this. This is actually from a book on peonies. My mother was a keen gardener and loved roses and peonies. And this book was just beautiful, illustration after illustration, botanical illustrations of peonies. And I was like, I know I can work some art magic with that one. And these roots just felt they're very sort of mandrakey and medieval magic-y. So in the book they went. So that's it. The Book of Medieval Magic. I think it's an exercise in following the passions, or as Scorpios have, obsessions that we come across, you know, things that are inspiring us, things we're into at the moment, and just exploring them however we want. You know, there's something very freeing. It's a little bit like doing a school project, but on something you actually want to know about, or actually want to explore, or actually want to create art about. And for me, that's fun. May not be for you, but for me, that's fun. And I think it's a really lovely way to practice self-care, to explore those things that we are really loving. And if they're magical, they're magical. I call this a grimoire. I have had people, trolls basically, tell me some of my books are not grimoires and I'm a witch and I should know better. Yeah, F you. Because I'll call my books whatever I want. And if I decide they're a grimoire, then they're a grimoire. And this one is. A lot of my art journals are just art journals. And I don't tend to show those to you except sometimes in works of progress videos, because I think you guys are mostly here for the art witchery. But if you're interested in seeing them, let me know. I do share them on other platforms such as my art Instagram page, which I'll link below. Not that I post there very often, because most of my art is art witchery, not just general art. The two go hand in hand. And to me, art is a form of magic anyway. So therefore that makes any art journal a grimoire. But splitting hairs, semantics, who cares? Do what you want. If you don't like it, that's okay too. You don't have to. But I'll still continue to do what I want. And this was my Medieval Magic grimoire. And I hope to see you in my next, whatever it is, grimoire video. Love to you all. Many blessings. See you in the next video.